Imagine walking into any tense situation, a heated argument, a crucial business meeting, a family dispute, and knowing with absolute certainty that you will emerge not just unscathed, but in a position of calm control and strategic advantage. This isn't a superpower, it's a learned skill honed by ancient strategists and amplified by modern psychology. This video is your personal toolkit for transforming conflict from a battlefield into an opportunity for growth and resolution. We're unpacking the profound, yet simple, principles of Sun Tzu and integrating them with the science of mindfulness to give you a mental edge. Specifically, we will explore the psychological underpinnings of winning through non-aggression. How Sun Tzu's knowing your enemy applies to understanding yourself and others. Practical, science-backed mindfulness exercises to build emotional resilience. The subtle art of influence in negotiations without overt pressure, and defining and achieving a state of true victory that includes peace and resolution. And will go beyond mere theory. Stick around, because we're going to offer you a 5-minute daily practice to rewire your brain for calm, strategic thinking in stressful situations. You're going to want to see this. Ever notice how silence can be deafeningly powerful? There's a psychological experiment that demonstrates how prolonged silence in a conversation can actually increase anxiety and information disclosure in the other party. We are conditioned to fill silence, to speak to assert ourselves. But from a psychological standpoint, strategic silence can disarm, unsettle, and reveal. Silence creates a cognitive vacuum. It forces the other person to confront their own thoughts and anxieties, often leading them to reveal more information or concede ground. Simply to break the tension, this taps into our innate aversion to uncertainty and discomfort. This principle of controlled interaction is a cornerstone of Sun Tzu's strategic genius. Now, let's talk about Sun Tzu's most famous maxim: know thyself, know thy enemy. But here's the twist. The most critical enemy to know might just be your own internal landscape. I remember a time when I was in a heated discussion, and my immediate gut reaction was to lash out. But a moment of self-awareness stopped me. I recognized the pattern of defensiveness I was falling into, and instead of reacting, I paused. This self-awareness prevented a disastrous overreaction that would have derailed the entire conversation and damaged the relationship. Sun Tzu's wisdom here is profound. In personal and professional conflicts, knowing your enemy starts with profound self-awareness. This involves understanding your own triggers, biases, and emotional patterns. It also means empathetically understanding the other party's motivations, fears, and goals. By mapping this psychological terrain, you can predict reactions and choose the most effective path to resolution, not confrontation. This deep self-understanding is the fertile ground where mindfulness practices flourish. What if you could hit pause on your emotional reactions? Stress and conflict trigger our fight or flight response, hijacking rational thought. How do we reclaim our cognitive control? Mindfulness trains your brain to observe physiological and emotional stress signals before they become overwhelming. Let's try a quick exercise. Close your eyes for a moment or soften your gaze. Just bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. Now, Scan your body from head to toe. Where do you feel tension? Is it in your shoulders, your jaw, your stomach? Simply notice these sensations without judgment. This simple act of noticing creates micro-moments of pause, allowing your rational brain to engage. This builds emotional regulation, enhances focus, and enables strategic thinking under pressure. The subtle cues you send can be more persuasive than any aggressive tactic. In the world of negotiation, neuroscience reveals how psychological principles of rapport and influence can lead to win-win outcomes. Think about a negotiation where mirroring body language and using empathetic listening led to an unexpected breakthrough. Negotiations often feel like a zero-sum game, but they don't have to be. By understanding principles like reciprocity, social proof, and the power of positive framing, you can ethically influence outcomes. Mindful listening ensures you're not just hearing, but truly understanding the other party's perspective, building trust and paving the way for mutually beneficial agreements without coercion. When all these elements align, the result is a profound and lasting sense of victory. But is winning truly winning if it leaves behind resentment and future conflict? We've explored the tools for navigating conflict, but what is the ultimate goal? What does total victory truly entail? True victory isn't about domination. It's about achieving a resolution that is sustainable, fosters understanding, and ideally, strengthens relationships. It's about transforming adversaries into partners, or at least neutral parties, by addressing underlying needs and creating an environment where future conflict is minimized. This is the piece that strategic calm delivers. So, by integrating the psychological power of silence, the wisdom of self-awareness from Sun Tzu, the cognitive benefits of mindfulness, and the art of ethical influence, you possess the tools to transform any conflict into an opportunity for resolution and growth. If you're ready to elevate your conflict resolution skills, subscribe for more insights into human psychology and strategy. Which of these principles will you test first? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next up, we're breaking down the common cognitive biases that sabotage negotiations and how to overcome them. You won't want to miss it. So, by integrating the psychological power of silence, the wisdom of self-awareness from Sun Tzu, the cognitive benefits of mindfulness, and the art of ethical influence, you possess the tools to transform any conflict into an opportunity for resolution and growth. If you're ready to elevate your conflict resolution skills, subscribe for more insights into human psychology and strategy. Which of these principles will you test first? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next up, we're breaking down the common cognitive biases that sabotage negotiations and how to overcome them. You won't want to miss it.